Hey guys, so I'm gonna react of Obama's drama life. You can see it corner here. And I'm 6, that's why I'm sounding like this. So let's start.
Hello, and welcome to Draw My Life. My name is Barack Hussein Obama, and I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Or was he?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I was. In 2001, I even produced the long-form copy of my birth certificate, so everyone can see I was born in Hawaii on August 4th, 1961. Or was he? Yes, I was. Are you going to question everything I say in this video, or can I get on with drawing my life? Okay. My name is Barack Obama, or is it? And this
Oh my
is
gosh.
life. So, my mother, Stanley Ann Dunham, and father, Barack Obama Sr., married in 1961, but divorced only 3 years later. My mother moved with me as a newborn baby to study for a year at the University of Washington, and then back to Hawaii, where I spent a lot of my childhood. I grew up in Hawaii and Indonesia, where I ate dog meat and snakes.
I
And
think
had a
she's a
pet
good
ape called
drawer.
Tata. My mother
Who's
married an
every-
Indonesian
who's
man, and
drawing
so we lived there for
anyways.
4 years before she
Saying,
sent me
I'm
back
not
to
jelly.
Hawaii to
Don't
live with my
jealous.
grandparents. I got a scholarship and attended a private college prep school, where I went by the nickname Barry. I worked in a Baskin-Robbins ice cream shop as a teenager, and now I can't stand ice cream. But overall, high school was great. I pushed questions of who I was out of my mind by using marijuana, alcohol, and cocaine. And before I was a member of the Democratic Party, I was a member of the Choom Gang, the group of friends I hung out and occasionally smoked pot with. I moved to LA for study in 1979, and 2 years later, transferred to Columbia College in NYC, where I majored in political science
Look, they
with a
draw
specialty
good.
in international relations. 2 years after I graduated, I was hired as the director of the Developing Communities Project. In 1988, I went back to school. I entered Harvard Law
Where's
School
Obama?
and, during the summers,
That's not
returned to
Obama.
Chicago, working as an associate in law firms. It was here that I met
Obama.
Michelle.
Oh,
She
Obama.
was assigned as my supervisor, and after initially
Oh
refusing
my
to take me,
gosh.
she finally said yes. Law school was great, but one vote I didn't
Mr.
win was that of the
September.
female committee for the college pinup calendar, who rejected me as Mr. September. I bet people would pay good money to see a Barack Obama calendar now. In 1991, I started work as a lecturer of constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School, but it wasn't long
gosh.
before I fancied a job in Senate. I was elected as Illinois Senate in 1996.
Wait. So he was trying to introduce himself to a girl. That's really weird. I'll never do that with a boy. Trust me.
And I quickly gained support for legislation that reformed ethics and healthcare laws. I negotiated welfare reform and increased subsidies for childcare. Yep, you thought right, I'm a great guy. I sponsored a bill that required police to videotape interrogations in capital crime cases, the first of its kind in the U.S. In 2007, I announced my candidacy for president and made a surprise guest appearance on Saturday Night Live. Running for president wasn't easy. I faced a lot of criticism. So, whilst out on the campaign trail,
You're
I didn't
just
watch
so
any
good at house.
I still don't.
Oh.
Just kidding. I shut down haters by dropping the mic. Literally. I promised my kids they could have a dog if I was elected as president, and we now own a Portuguese water dog called Bo. In 2008, I was inaugurated as president and named as Person of the Year by Time magazine. 2008 was pretty sweet. My presidential campaign focused on hope and change. I won the presidency with 52.9% of the popular vote and became the first African American to be elected president. I've now had 2 terms in office, and over those 8 years, I've ended the war in Iraq, I reduced the secrecy given to presidential records, endorsed same-sex marriages, and introduced Obamacare.
What about Guantanamo?
What about what now?
Guantanamo?
What about it?
You were supposed to shut it down?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Do I have to?
What have we said about making promises that you can't keep? What was that?
Not to make them.
Good. Now go pick up all of your drones.
Can I do it later?
No, do it now.
But Bush didn't pick up his drones.
That's no excuse. Plus you have 8 times more than him.
Can't one of the presidential candidates pick them up?
Who? Trump? No, what? No, he's useless.
You're right. It's like someone turned a Dorito into a human. Ugh. Let's move on. Being president of the USA hasn't all been fun and games.
Oh my
but
gosh.
I have gotten to do a few cool things. I released a POTUS playlist. I gave the Queen of England an iPod full of show tunes. I've had a YouTube channel since 2006, and Tyler Oakley has visited the White House. I am the first American president to upload my
Hey,
weekly
YouTube
address,
channel.
and
I'm
my
on a
channel
YouTube
has exceeded
channel.
over 298 million views. And to top it all off, my ninth cousin is Brad Pitt. You know, if you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. If I could go back to 2008 and tell myself one thing, it would be, you're going to be busy. Thanks for watching Draw My Life.
Donald
I hear Donald Trump has one too. I mean, it's not as great as mine, obviously, but why not see for
Thank you guys
yourself?
for watching.
Or even better,
I
no comment
appreciate
Dorito Man on video to confuse him.
Huge war.
You guys are getting me
Genius
shocked,
idea,
so
right?
bye.
Why
Bye
hasn't anyone
everyone.
thought of that
Subscribe.
before?